If you like cardamom in perfumes, then this is the perfect video for you, because today I'll be sharing with you top 20 of fragrances from my collection that feature note of cardamom, which has always been very important in perfumery because it's multifaceted. On the one side it's warm and cozy, and on the other side it's bitter and resinous. So if you're new to cardamom or you love it, in today's video you'll learn about top 20 very different cardamom dominant perfumes. So please keep on watching to find out more about them, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my best of episodes in which I focus on a specific note, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time. On that note, we can get started with our top cardamom list. Hi guys! Welcome back to the February's best of episode. And since it's still pretty cold outside, I decided to talk spicy, to talk sexy, to talk about cardamom, which is a beautiful spice. We all know it from the cuisine, and to cook with it is real pleasure because it adds so much flavor, you know? But it also does that to the perfumes. Cardamom has very distinctive aroma. It's very recognizable, it's spicy, it's warm, and not only it has very beautiful scent, but it brings in texture to the fragrance. So today I'm excited to share with you top 20 of fragrances from my collection that all feature a note of cardamom, but what's interesting is that in all of them it smells slightly differently, and that's why I really like to create best of episodes, because in each I try to focus on a specific note, but my goal is to show you that the same note can smell differently in a certain fragrance. So if you like these best of episodes and you missed a couple of them, all the helpful links to the previous videos you'll find down below, so please check out the description box for them. And with that being said, we are getting started, and I would love to know how you feel about cardamom, because although I love it, I know that it's not for everyone, and today I will have some recommendations for those who love cardamom and are ready for something new and interesting, or for those who are not very comfortable with this note yet wants to explore it. So I would like to know if you have a favorite cardamom perfume, and if so, please comment it down below. And we are gonna talk about the fragrance with which I fell in love and discovered my love to cardamom thanks to Gilded by the indie brand from Canada called Libertine fragrance. You know, in the past I've never been the fan of spicy fragrances. I can appreciate them, but it's not necessarily something that attracts me. And Gilded really changed my mind, mainly about cardamom. I really discovered this love for cardamom inside of me just because it's so beautifully done. Gilded opens up with a very spicy scent, and in here you get cardamom and cinnamon in the opening. So on the one side it's bitter and resinous because of cardamom, but also slightly warm thanks to cinnamon, and in between there is olibanum, and this is an incensey note, so it's slightly smoky too. Then there is also immortelle. This is another spicy note, but it has like an herbal side to it. That's for, you know, there is more complexity in Gilded. Rather than being just a spicy fragrance, it also has a woodsy character, a smoky element, and there is brown sugar with orange blossom too. So overall I would say it's rather on the bitter and very dry side, but because of cardamom it feels velvety, and it's so good in the winter time. That's why I think this is an awesome, beautiful, full-on cardamom for those who like this note and for those who are looking for something very special. I personally am a big fan of it, that's why I feature it as the first one today. Great for men and women, but you really need to love dry, smoky, woody perfumes, and cardamom should be your favorite spice. However, if you prefer something sweeter, I also have a nice recommendation for you, and that is Remember Me by Je Vois Paris, which is a gorgeous French brand, and this fragrance is just my love. And if you enjoy vanillic fragrances and you like to drink chai latte, you will have so much fun with Remember Me. It was created by Cecilia Zarokian, who is very good at creating vanillic fragrances. And the main focus in Remember Me is on cardamom, tea and milk. So it's like spicy milk tea. There is vanilla, there are some sunflowers and ginger, which really pushes on cardamom. But you know, it's not a bitter cardamom, and cardamom in there is presented more in the opening than in the dry down, so you get the milkiness, the creaminess, the lactonic side, beautiful freshness of the tea, and not much of spices in the dry down. So I find this is very cozy, this is very satisfying and very, very milky. So on that note, if you are looking for something spicy with just like a pop of cardamom, that's an awesome choice. Plus, it's vanillic, and vanilla is known to be very attractive, so you will get compliments as well. Alright guys, next fragrance is the one I've been dreaming about since last year and has been on my wish list for a while. So just a couple of days ago, I ordered 34th Boulevard Saint-Germain from Dubtique. This is my first Dubtique fragrance and it is special. Just look at this cap, isn't it amazing? So it was inspired by the boutique of Dubtique on the 34th Boulevard Saint-Germain in Paris, and it should capture the aroma of the boutique in there. And I'm not sure about you, but I really love how it smells in perfume shops, particularly in the niche ones, because just imagine there is so much perfume sprayed and overall it turns into this very abstract scent. And so in here we have like a whole beautiful ensemble of gorgeous notes, and in the opening I get beautiful spices and really juicy black currant and also fig leaf, which makes it green and creamy. But then, you know, cardamom is there too, along with cinnamon and clove. There is a whole bunch of floral notes like tuberose, iris, violet, rose and geranium, green notes, citruses, woods and resin, so basically everything you can imagine. And that makes sense because it smells like perfume boutique, niche and expensive, abstract, gorgeous. If you like niche fragrances and you're looking for a very expensive smelling fragrance that is hard to define and none of the notes stands out, I recommend you this one. It's really, really worth it. So I promised some cardamom beginner fragrances, and if you're new to this note and you're not ready yet for a full-on cardamom bomb, I think that you might like Mimosa and Cardamom by Jo Malone, because you know, it's light, it's fluffy, it's like a beautiful spring mimosa flower, and although cardamom is in there, it's like a cardamom cloud, it's like a cardamom illusion. It's not a serious cardamom perfume, it's on the powdery floral side. It's very, very beautiful, but not spicy at all. So if you're looking for a very refined touch of cardamom in your beautifully powdery fragrance that you can wear day and morning and not being overwhelmed with it, I recommend you this one. It has beautiful, you know, like mimosa cosmetic vibe that I personally enjoy a lot. However, if you like sweet perfumes and you like intense fragrances and you are ready for something extravagant, I think that Kisses Rain by Renier is awesome for that, because this is not a joke. This fragrance has extreme power. So it opens up with gorgeous spicy woody perfume. You get the cardamom in there and you get the almond in there and powderiness, and there is a whole bunch of gourmand notes like coffee and vanilla, but also amber and patchouli with musk in the dry down. So you know, this fragrance smells sweet yet fresh, and every time I wear it I discover a new facet about it. So it's like a chameleon. That's where it's very exciting to experience it, and it projects like crazy. And since it has this powdery, sweet, delicious side, people love it too. So it's one of the best choices from Renier, which is an artistic house of a painter who has a beautiful perfume collection. And in case you're interested in his fragrances, I have a very generous discount code for you with which you can save some money. So I highly recommend you to check it out, and the link to the website as well as my discount code is below. But if you like something that will be mass appealing with niche quality and this beautiful, sexy, character Kisses Rain. This is quite a popular fragrance. You might want to check out other reviews, but I really stand behind it. Maybe you're the fan of more natural smelling fragrances. Maybe you like botanical perfumes. Well, then I also have a recommendation for you, and that's Lakshmis Touch by Gada perfume. First of all, it comes in a beautiful box, whoa, like this, and just look at it. Oh my goodness, great, I broke it. But no, the quality is great. Truly, I like to drop my perfumes. Okay. Whew. Let me open it for you. It's a solid fragrance, as you can tell, and it's a limited edition, so better get it while you can. Wow, right? So it's such a luxurious experience to rub a little bit on the finger and then apply it behind your ear, and it's just really like aphrodisiac with cacao, you know, with beautiful roses, with cardamom. It's intoxicating and it will open your third eye. I like to apply it before I go to bed, and it really makes me feel like a sex goddess. So it's gorgeous, it's luxurious, it's pretty to look at, and I like the patchouli in the write-on because it makes it really special. And you know, guys, although I really love how cardamom smells and cardamom dominant fragrances, and I don't mind the intensity of the spicy note, sometimes cardamom fragrances and spicy perfumes overall can be more challenging to wear. Let me know if you agree or not. Next comes the most easy to wear cardamom perfume, and that is Hereafter by the American indie brand Sarah Horowitz Perfumes, and her fragrances are extremely enjoyable, and Hereafter is so sexy, you guys. You know, it basically has this gorgeous ivory super that I enjoy, and vanilla, which is a great perfume combination. But then there is cardamom and blood orange, and they all push on the woodiness and on the vanilla. And I like to apply it before bed, I like to apply it in the evening, in the morning. It's just very versatile, easygoing, extremely projective, yet, you know, clean, sexy skin-like fragrance that people love. So this is a very safe cardamom fragrance for the beginners, for those who like this note. I love it. I can only tell you that the quality is there, the performance is there, and the beautiful addictive scent is also there. And with all of this spicy and sweet cardamom, you might be a little bit overwhelmed, and at this point you're probably wondering, Yana, is there something like a fresh cardamom? And hell yeah, there is. And I have mine in the form of Neroli Cardamom de Guatemala from the exclusive Leopard's collection. This is a pricier fragrance, but it comes in a stunning bottle, and it's quite citrusy and summery. Neroli in there is the main note, but just like a hint of cardamom makes it more exciting. So it's like cardamom for the summertime. For me, cardamom is more wintry, but this one has a sunny character. So if you're looking for a beautiful spring to summer cardamom and you like neroli and citrusy floral notes, that's an awesome choice. All right, next comes probably one of the most well-known fragrances in the niche community, and here I'm talking about the one and only, absolutely stunning Loon by Atelier d'Ors. It has stunning presentation. It comes in an absolutely marvelous flacon with gold flakes inside. Hopefully you can see them, and this is just a masterpiece in and out. You guys, the hype around it is real and it's worth it. So in here you get beautiful cardamom, which is really noticeable, right? There's also cinnamon and pink pepper, but it's on the woody side, although vanilla in there plays an important role too. So it's beautiful vanilla woody cardamomy composition. It's very enveloping, it's round, it's deep and very strong, and it's on the woodsy side, okay? But cardamom really push and pulls on all the notes, and it has very niche quality. It smells expansive. You know, like typically niche fragrances, they are more heavy and woody. this is how it smells. And because of that vanilla, it's more enjoyable, more attractive, more mass appealing. Probably that's why it's so popular in the niche circle. So if you're looking for something that will be beautiful to smell for everyone, including yourself, you know, I like it, so I don't mind the hype, although usually I prefer to stay away from very hyped fragrances, but I really love Loon Feline. I can't deny that. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about Iris Torrefia from Guerlain for a second, because you might remember in my review on it, I told you through what I need to went in order to get it. And you know what? I still wear it. I still really enjoy it because it's about gorgeous, powdery, dry iris with beautiful cardamom and some coffee. It smells makeup-y, it smells very irisy, it smells like Guerlain, and I love the DNA of my favorite brand. But unfortunately, this is sort of like a limited edition. If you can get it, get it. It has some vanilla and tea and leather, musk, but the main focus is on the cardamom, coffee and iris. This very dry character, which I really enjoy about it too. But if you can get it, I have sort of like a similar option, which is my new signature scent, and you might already guessed what it is because I've talked about Grisam by BDK Perfumes for a while since I got it, and I got it from Avant-Garde Perfume website. The link is going to be below in case you're interested in BDK perfumes that are quite popular too. So in this one you also get iris with cardamom and tea, but what makes it slightly different from Guerlain's fragrance is actually the vetiver that you can really smell in there, and it makes it, you know, deeper and just more exquisite. This is a very elegant fragrance, and you know, cardamom is not the most elegant note, so I like that Grisam manages to keep the cardamom on the very exquisite side, and I adore the dry down. It's my new signature scent. It's so gorgeous, so wearable, and I would say this is a beautiful cardamom perfume for kind of like rainy days, for cooler days. It's just so pretty. And these two are slightly similar, probably because they are both about iris, cardamom and tea. And next fragrance I want to share with you is ultra spicy. That's for, it's not easy for me to wear it, and I'm talking about Broken Glass by Blackbird here. So it's like medicinal, fresh, geranium, cardamom, violet leaf, chamomile fragrance, and sometimes it's nice in the morning when you need that wake me up feeling. So if you like herbaceous fragrances, and I'm not a fan of them, but I just wanted to let you know that there is one with cardamom out there. And if you are looking for something more mass appealing, for something that is very easy to wear, something that will, you know, bring you a lot of attention in a positive way, I have this fragrance from Lalique called Soleil, which smells like sweets, praline, sunny, powdery, with just a touch of cardamom. You know, in the opening you'll get a little bit, just a whiff, and then it will disappear. It will transform into praline, sugary, powdery fragrance, slightly in the black opium style. So I recommend this to the ladies, or maybe gentlemen, who are looking for something easygoing. You know, you don't want to be overwhelmed by your spicy fragrance. You actually want to have some sunny and positive, very carefree vibes with it. But if you're that fan of cardamom, if you have this need for the bold, spicy, bitter cardamom voluptuousness, then get ready for the Leopard by Sarah Baker. This is basically very spicy, rosy fragrance. Gosh, yeah, this is like a beautifully vintage lipstick, cardamom, spice, pepper, rose with animalic dry down and patchouli. So guys, this is for those who like ultra sexy, ultra bold, like ultra everything perfumes. It's like for your ego, really. Honestly, like spices in there, they're just so noticeable. With this perfume, you'll be the most noticeable person in a room. And I'm just saying that because I know that some people are looking for that effect, and you will get it with Leopard. If you want to feel more cozy though, you know, kind of like being wrapped into a woolen blanket and drinking bitter cacao with lavender, I recommend you Lavender and Wool by Linda Lundenberg, and this is an award-winning fragrance because you guys, honestly, the chocolate in there with papa and cardamom, it's very spicy and it has interesting texture. For me, it's a very textural fragrance, okay? It has this interesting woolen texture and lavender with some patchouli and woods and cumin too. Interesting, you know, interesting, not a sweet, not a powdery, very deep, very woody, very textural fragrance. So it's cozy, but at the same time, you know, not simple at all. I think if you are ready for some surprise, you will get it with this one because it was awarded for a reason. Let's talk about cozy cardamom. One more time, right? This next fragrance is just a cardamom treat in a bottle, and I'm talking about Madar by Poesy Perfume right now. If you know how rice pudding smells, you know, that beautiful exotic dessert with some cardamom on top, this is exactly it. I'm telling you, this is so delicious. It's creamy, it's extremely creamy. It smells exactly like rice pudding, like Indian dessert. Beautiful saffron, pistachio, cardamom, some cinnamon, just a hint of flowers and lots of creamy rice pudding. So good, so yummy. You can wear it like everywhere. You can layer it with something else. You can wear it on its own. It's edible, delicious, gourmand, and truly irresistible, addictive cardamom, but not only, kind of fragrance. I've mentioned it quite a couple of times because I love it. And the next option is gonna be very abstract. It's not the fragrance I talk about often on my channel. Probably this is gonna be the first time I will introduce you to Elenia Gold by Lavender Perfumes. And you know, this fragrance is special because it is full of contrast. It has cardamom and bergamot, but also black orchid and lemon blossom, milk and iris, yet cypress oil and vetiver, sandalwood, musk and coconut. So you know, it is a little bit, just a little bit citrusy only in the opening, and then you get absolutely abstract flowers, and it's so hard to find it. It's just like wearing a perfume. It's hard to pinpoint the notes in there, and in my opinion, it's complicated, particularly nowadays with more self-taught perfumers who really focus on some interesting effects rather than on this beautiful balance. To find something that will be so seamlessly blended that you wouldn't be able to tell what's inside. I know what's inside, but still, it's like this experience wearing a beautiful fragrance. So if you're looking for something like that, maybe a new signature scent that people don't talk often about and will ask you, what do you wear? It's such a beautiful perfume for that. I definitely need to mention more often on my channel. Alright guys, so I've already mentioned a couple of fragrances with cardamom and vanilla. Let's do it one more time and talk about Van Hera by Laboratorio Olfativo. You know, cardamom and vanilla is a beautiful, successful notes combo. Those two smell great together, and this one is not an exception. It's beautiful, spicy, woody vanilla, similar to Loon Feline, yet more vanillic. That's the main difference. So if you like spicy, woody and vanilla, those two are great, and it depends on the amount of sweetness or woodiness you prefer. Something else for cardamom beginners and more commercial, more easy to get and smell is perfume Yes I Am by Kasia Rell. You know guys, this one is a lot of fun because it's spicy thanks to ginger and cardamom. Those two we've already seen in a couple of other mentions, but it has more. It has sticky caramel, it has milk, also common with cardamom, but here we have also more citruses, more flowers, raspberry. So it's kind of delicious, it's kind of gourmand, it's kind of spicy. It's interesting, you know? And I think it's also very flirty. So if you're looking for a flirty, sexy, but very easygoing, very, you know, like, ooh, you know, I'm here only for flirt, not more, then it's it. And I think ladies will like it if you like fragrances with a spicy twist. Finally, guys, I want to tell you about such a cool fragrance that I love to wear in the winter and in the night. You will love it. If you love cardamom and you like leather, Coffee 5 by Olympic Orchids is just like cardamom leather lover's dream, and I have it in decant from Equation Natural, which is an online shop for niche fragrances where you can get so many beautiful perfumes from brands I really love from indie and niche world. And I also have a generous discount code for you, so in case you want to save some money and you're looking for new perfumes, check out the website, links are going to be below. But let me tell you about this one. It's so powdery and velvety and bitter, you know, there is cacao and vanilla with some whipped cream on the masoya chai, so very textural, slightly oily, leathery, animalic, green cardamom. It's just everything, you know, kind of addictive, very bold. One of those fragrances that I think people who are comfortable with cardamom fragrances will be really, really pleased by. So look at this color. It's so highly concentrated, and you get leather, but it's green, you know, and the coffee and cacao, it's, I would say it's raw, but it's like entering kitchen where someone makes the most exotic coffee with spices and bitter chocolate wearing a leather jacket. Honestly, it's not an easygoing fragrance. That's why I recommend to wear it when you're going out, because otherwise you might be overwhelmed. But if you like strong fragrances, you might be, literally, that might be your jam, because it's special. It has lots and lots of power and deep, dark, smoky leather dry down. And on that note, guys, that completed our best of episode of February that was about cardamom perfumes. And I would like to know which of these fragrances inspired you, and if you have a cardamom favorite, please share it below and let me know which note you wanna see in the next episode. If you missed previous ones, links are gonna be below. Check out the description box, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new for yourself, and please subscribe to my channel in order not to miss my future content. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other in the next one. Bye. Honestly, guys, I love this presentation, how Ananda always adds what's inside the fragrance. So here you have dry cardamom seeds. This is what cardamom is about. And sometimes you get it in drinks, like coffee, or, you know, in food. That's why cardamom fragrances often have gourmand character, but I also love those on the elegant side. Seriously, guys, I am so intensely smelling now. I put all 20 fragrances on myself and I'm hungry. I need to eat something, because wearing a fragrance with cardamom, 20 of them, try it out.